Hello, this is Prince of Somnia, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. Alright, so it's time to find out which route I'll be taking to Fuchsia City, and that will be... Cycling Road. Basically, no matter which way you'll pick, you'll end up in Fuchsia City, but if you take the other route, you'll encounter a lot more trainers, and I kind of want to wait until we get the next member of our team to fight all those trainers so I can get more and more experience for that Pokemon. I will be showing that route on screen eventually. I plan to make it like a bonus episode because there's going to be a lot of trainers and the route's pretty long, probably going to take an episode in and of itself. So yeah, if you do decide to take that route, along the way you'll run into a house, and in that house, if you talk to the fishing guru, he'll give you a super rod, and with that you can fish for more Pokemon than just a wimpy old Magikarp. I'll go over the encounters you can run into with the super rod later, probably not now, so yeah. So anyway, we've got this roadblock in the way. We can use the Pokeflute. Actually, well, I'll talk about this in the fight. Yeah, let's use the Pokeflute, it'll wake it up. What a pretty tune. Uh-oh. Alright, so we got a little bit of a mini-boss here. It's Snorlax. And you can actually catch this one this time. Basically, Snorlax is another one of those really slow, tanky sort of Pokemon, but unlike something like Marowak, I think Snorlax gets much more of a pass because both of its defenses are pretty darn good. Not to mention that Snorlax actually hits really hard and has so much HP that it can withstand much of what actually comes across it. So that's pretty nice. One of the interesting things about Snorlax is that it comes with a move Rest, which fully heals your Pokemon, but also puts you in the sleep status, which overrides any status effect you might already have. Which is kind of interesting. I actually really like Snorlax a lot. As you can see, it... Whoa. Yeah, as you can plainly see, Igneal's in a pretty bad way here. Crap. You know what, I'm just gonna sack Igneal. It does a lot of damage, and it takes a lot of hits, and being a normal type, it can learn a wide variety of moves. So, yeah. This is not an easy fight by any means. It can get pretty annoying, especially if you're trying to catch the darn thing. Now here's something interesting. So that Pokeflute item that we got, it can, can I move it? No? I thought you could move it. I don't know why, for some reason I thought you could move it around. Okay, anyway, let's use the Pokeflute. Aha! Yeah! Pokeflute automatically cures the sleep status, so you have no reason to hold on to any Chesterberries or Repels. It is really nice. It's basically like the call command from XD Gale of Darkness and Colosseum. So yeah, don't even bother buying Awakenings anymore. Just keep the Pokeflute around and use it every time you get put to sleep. I actually really like that it does that a lot, because, I mean, you get the Pokeflute and it's like, here, have this, it'll make those Snorlaxes wake up, so they can kill your dragons. No. Well, yeah, but no. And then they make it so that it actually has use in gameplay! Imagine that! Items you get in a game that actually have a use in gameplay. I mean, what a concept! Shit. That's why I didn't want to use Bruce the first time. Well, we're gonna learn Mind Reader. Mind Reader makes it so that your next attack is guaranteed to hit, unless, like, your opponent uses Dig or Fly. But other than that, it'll be guaranteed to hit, which means High Jump Kick is actually pretty useful in that situation, although with 85 power I'm still not that huge a fan, but eh. You know what? I'm actually strongly considering not learning Mind Reader at all. I mean, I'm not likely to use Focus Energy, but I'm not likely to use Mind Reader either. Especially since Brick Break has like 100 accuracy. You know what? I'm gonna forgo Mind Reader. Okay, so we killed that Snorlax, but fortunately there is another Snorlax just outside of Vermilion City, so I'm not going to reset right now. I'm just going to roll with it and catch the other one, hopefully. I'm going to make a stronger effort to do that one. So anyway, let's head off here. Are they not going to stop you? I guess just having the bike in your inventory means they're not going to stop you. Here's another one of Professor Oak's assistants. Nope, I'm nowhere close to 40 or more species. And it kind of sucks, because if you have 40 or more species of Pokemon in your Pokedex, you can get the Amulet Coin. Really, really good item. Give it to your hold Pokemon, and if it participates in battle, you get more money out of that fight. It's really nice. Although I seem to have a lot more money than I usually do at this point of the game. Or at least that I remember having at this point in the game from my childhood. So I'm not too worried about expenses. Anyway, this is Cycling Road. As you might think, you can't go here unless you have the bicycle. So yeah, don't even bother trying if you didn't get the bicycle. If you don't have the bicycle and you want it, go talk to the chairman of the Pokemon fan club in Vermilion City. He'll give you the bike voucher, take that to the bike shop in Cerulean City. Zim zam zoom, you've got yourself a bike. Well, these guys aren't on bicycles, they're on motorcycles, but close enough. Oh, I forgot to heal. Oops. Anyway, we've got bikers and roughnecks over here. They generally have stuff like Machop and Coughing, and I think some of them have Grammar and Muck and whatnot. And Mankeys, I guess. Nothing all that interesting, to be honest, but oh well. They're there, they're here for experience. I think I'm going to clear off all the enemies, most of the guys here off screen. I think I'll just fight them all now instead of waiting for the other party member, because the other route is going to give them plenty of experience. Trust me, there are loads of trainers over there. You should have no trouble being leveled high enough for the next gym. There's just so much experience available. Alright, got him. So, yeah, I'm gonna take the moment to heal here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if I can sneak past this guy. Alright, got past him. Okay, good. Alright, so before I go down there, let's try getting off our bike. Oh, nuts. Yep, you're forced on your bike here. Anyway, you head down here, and I'll just take my word for it. I'm not holding the controller when I'm moving down. This place is on a hill, so you automatically move downwards unless you actively press the up button, in which case you ride upwards at about walking speed. Not sure how big a fan I am of this, but I give it a pass since it's so classic. In this patch of grass here, you can run into the same Pokemon you could run into in the route above, so nothing that special. You know, your Doduos and stuff like that. And there are bikers and roughnecks all over the place. Nuts. I'll show this on screen. Why not? Oh, muck. Wow, look at that. I'm actually about the enemy's level for a change. Whoa. Of course, I have 4 Pokemon at this level, and he only has 1 that got a critical hit and killed me immediately. I'd recommend, at around this point in the game, I'd recommend getting your starter and your Pokemon team in general up to around level 36. It's about this point in the game where you really want to start having like fully evolved members of your team. You may already notice some of the enemies are starting to pack a bit of a punch, but even some of the bosses get pretty hard from here on out. Maybe not all of them get really hard, but some of them get quite a bit more powerful. Smoke you! Okay, I believe I bought some revives? I might be wrong about that. Yeah, I got some revives. I'll just use one now. Okay, admittedly, Ness was a pretty bad switch because, well, Ness isn't exactly known for his tanking, which is kind of ironic now that I think about it, because I think Ness in Earthbound was like a huge, like, tank character. Oh well. Discarded items, huh? I don't know where most of those are, because I don't know where most of the items are. It's sort of like a figure it out sort of thing. Oh yeah. That's one of those really vague in-game references to like effort values or something. Huh. Really? Huh. I probably did know that when I was a kid, but I must have forgotten. Well, how about that? Oh, you know what? I do think I did know about this. I just forgot about this until now. Well, there you go. It's basically a straight shot down. Nice fourth wall break there. Sometimes this makes you want to throw the game in frustration. Especially when you're fighting against the Zubats. They just confuse you over and over and over again. And yeah. Yep, the slope ends here. Can you even... Never mind. So yeah, that's basically Cycling Road in a nutshell. There's really not much to it. There's just trainers and, you know, bike routes, I guess. Kind of expected there to be more to it, but I guess not. Anyway, this guy, he'll trade you either a Golduck or I think a Slowbro in Leaf Green for a Lickitung. Lickitung is... well, I mean, technically it's not... I don't want to say it's... I don't want to say it's Snorlax but worse, but it's basically Snorlax but worse. It's another pure normal type with HP and defense, but not as much HP and not as much defense. You're really better off with Snorlax in pretty much every possible way. Anyway, these guys are bird keepers. Take a wild guess what kind of Pokemon they use. If you say ice types, I'll slap you. No, I'm just kidding. Are there very many Pokemon in this generation that are like flying but not birds? Like, besides like Butterfree. I can't really think of any off the top of my head right now. And by this generation, I mean Generation 1, not Generation 3. Even though this is technically a Generation 3 game, you can't really catch Pokemon outside of Generation 1 until the post-game. You can't even trade them to this game, I think. Like, I think there's something that stops you from doing that, if I recall correctly. Unlike newer games where it handles it surprisingly well. So anyway, that's all there is to that little area over here. There's a couple of bird catchers, or keepers, or whatever they're called, but that's not the main attraction. The main attraction is Fuchsia City. And why is it the main attraction? Well, there's a gym here. Fuchsia City Pokemon Gym Leader Koga, the poisonous ninja master. Oh great, the ninjas! I remember those guys from Fire Emblem Fates! This is what I get for playing Conquest first. I get ninjas. Not on my side, their side. So, anyway... Yeah, let's do this now. I think it's this house here. Yes. Fishing Guru's older brother. Sure, I like to fish. Let's pretend I do. We get the good rod from this guy. Why this house has the good rod and the house on the other route has the super rod, I don't know, 'cause it's entirely likely you'll end up getting the super rod before you get the good rod. I can't explain why they did things that way, but they did. I also can't explain why I walked in a complete circle just to get to this house. Or why I keep, like, moving the controller whenever I'm flapping my gums and not doing anything in particular. Like now! Huh? What are you trying to say, man? I could probably understand it if I tried hard enough to read it, but I'm kind of lazy. So basically, the Safari Zone... Yeah, Zone and Warden mixed together. That's great. No, the Safari Zone Warden, if I can talk correctly for a change, is missing... Well, he can't talk either, so I guess we're even. He's missing his teeth. So... Well, his gold teeth, so we need to go find them. But where can we find them? Well, I'll show you. There's also this boulder here, but we can't do anything about that yet. Spoiler alert, helping the old man will let us do something about that. So anyway, this is, I guess, like kind of a zoo. A Slowpoke. We can catch one of those with a good rod, but I'm not going to go over it in this episode. Probably not even the next one. Oh, you viewers know what's coming in the next episode. You know, and you know it's going to kill me. Not the episode, the bios. Interesting. So anyway, this is the Safari Zone. I don't get that slogan there. This is a special little area that you can walk around in and catch Pokemon with some special rules, but well, here's the deal. First off, this is basically the end of the episode. Sorry that not much got done, but these things happen. Second thing second, I'm going to be going through the Safari Zone in the next episode, but I'm not going to do any of the bios for the Pokemon in the Safari Zone until later. Why? Because there's basically like 13 of them. And if I tried to do all the bios in the next episode, you wouldn't be getting another episode for like maybe 5-6 days, probably more. So I'm just going to procrastinate on those for quite a while. So that's what I'm going to do. So, what will we find in the Safari Zone? Well, you'll just have to find out next time on Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. See you guys then!